It's Hugo and Jake, they're coming to take a look at the Quran. So make no mistake, it's gonna be great, delivering more than comedy. That's what they wanna be, but honestly it's fact from fiction, leaving lasting hits. When Hugo and Jake take faith and illustrate contradictions, create apostates to be great atheists, make people who believe see the world in a different way. What's on the episode today? Take it away, Hugo and Jake. Loving the way they're splitting the fact from the fake, attempting to make those who hold faith reevaluate and wake up. But they just stay stuck and haters wait and stay in place, no time to waste. The Quran reloaded with Hugo and Jake.
Hello everyone, I'm Hugo. It's Jake. And this is the Quran Reloaded. Welcome back everyone to the only show on YouTube that makes negative money. So anyway,
yeah, this we won't be making any money from this episode. So if you feel charitable, give it to a charity, because we're destitute. We're dying. We're gonna die. And we have fun with this, though. We couldn't not give you this, because holy shit, this is a good one.
Yeah, today we're going to be finishing off, I think, the 4th surah, the women. So we're going to talk about women, and surprisingly, we're going to be talking about some Jews again. Are you shocked? You shouldn't be. So today we're going to continue 4th surah, verse 160. Due to the wrongdoing on the part of the Jews, we forbade them good things that used to be lawful for them, and for deterring many from God's path. Now, as many of you know, I have that source that's someone who is Muslim, and they annotated the whole Quran. They had the time to do that, and I just realized I'm basically doing the same thing, I guess, so... But the guy...
Glass houses, Hugo.
Yeah,
glass houses.
Glass houses. And in fact, his just involved typing. Mine involves filming and editing a program that I've been doing for 5 years. Anyway, so he has this to say. This may refer to the regulations mentioned in Surah Al-An'am 6:146 that all beasts with claws and the fat of both oxen and sheep were prohibited to the Jews. It might also refer, however, to the highly elaborate set of prohibitions found in Judaic law. If you follow our Bible study over at the Bible Reloaded, you'll know all about that. And he continues, to restrict the choice of alternatives in their life is indeed a kind of punishment for people. If you didn't catch what that guy meant... He was saying that all the rules in Judaism are a punishment for the Jews, as opposed to all the rules in Islam, which are great, I guess. He's doing a great job.
But a lot of them are like the same.
Yeah.
Pork.
Yep.
Raping children and forcing them to marry you.
Not that one. I think that one's... I think they're... Okay.
Tomato.
And then finally, this is, oh god, he goes...
Rape, rapé.
And here's, I'm not even concerned with the Quran today as much. I'm concerned with what this guy had to say about the Quran. He goes on to say this, and I'm just going to read this verbatim, because I can't do it justice. The Jews on the whole are not satisfied with their own deviation from the path of God. They have become such inherent criminals that their brains and resources seem to be behind almost every movement which arises for the purpose of misleading and corrupting human beings. Now, I don't know any Jewish folks personally, but if they're capable of doing that, maybe they deserve it. That's all I'm saying. If they can, with the population of Jews on the planet, have like a cabal of secret world-controlling people, maybe they earned it. You know, like... anyway.
Okay, Adam Sandler can't even make a good movie for 30 years.
Fair. He continues to say... And wherever there arises a movement to call people to the truth, the Jews are inclined to oppose it, even though they are the bearers of the scripture and inheritors of the message of the prophets. The latest contribution is communism, an ideology which is the product of a Jewish brain and which has developed under Jewish leadership.
I thought the Jew meme was that they were like behind all the like deviant capitalism.
No, this guy doesn't like communism, so he thinks the Jews are behind that.
But
It's not over.
Never mind. I'm good.
It's not over yet. It seems ironical, and yes, ironical is a word, I looked it up, that the professed followers of Moses and the other prophets should be prominent as the founders and promoters of an ideology which, for the first time in human history, is professedly based on a categorical denial of and an undying hostility to God, and which openly strives to obliterate every form of godliness. The other movement, which in modern times is second only to communism, is misleading people, is the philosophy of Freud. It is a strange coincidence that Freud, too, was a Jew. End quote.
Drink.
So this guy's fucking nuts.
Yeah, Mazel tov for sure. I'm
gonna go out on a limb and assume most Muslims, like 99.9%, don't assume Jews are behind communism. But we found the one, so there you go.
We're like sleuths. It's like finding Carmen Sandiego.
Where in the world is anti-Semitism? I found it. It's in the Quran. And for their taking usury, although they were forbidden it, and for their consuming people's wealth dishonestly, we have prepared for the faithless among them a painful torment. If you don't know, again, Bible study, the Jews in the Old Testament are forbidden from charging interest on loans, which of course got thrown away pretty quickly, but you know.
Yeah, it's like a hospitality sort of thing about money.
But those among them, firmly rooted in knowledge and the believers, believe in what was revealed to you, and in what was revealed before you, and the observers of prayers, and the givers of charity, and the believers in God in the last day. Upon these we will bestow an immense reward. We have inspired you, as we had inspired Noah and the prophets after him. Noah's an interesting person to bring up in regard to inspiration. Because, like, you could have picked, I don't know, Solomon the wise, or David the brilliant military commander, but you picked the guy that built a big boat, and I respect that.
Yeah, I mean, later on they're going to bring those people up, but still, like, Noah, it took him 100 years to build one boat.
How long was that in the Bible? I don't even remember.
I don't know. It took him 11 months at sea, and everything would have died, and it's not real. But I mean, also, who's we? Islam inspired Noah?
Allah.
Allah is we?
Yeah.
I don't think you can lump yourself in there, Muhammad.
He didn't write the Quran. Muhammad was illiterate. Shockingly! Anyway, and we have inspired Abraham, Ishmael, Isaac, and Jacob, and the patriarchs, Jesus and Job and Jonah and Aaron and Solomon, and we gave David the Psalms. Some messengers we have already told you about, while some messengers we have not told you about. And God spoke to Moses directly. What was that line for? Was that in case they're like, we might need to retcon some prophets in later? We should probably mention there are ones you haven't heard of.
This reads a touch like Mormonism.
A little bit.
What is with the pitchness?
That's
2 episodes in a row. A little bit.
You're
like that guy in that one. Give me one more rap.
I don't know what you're referencing. I don't know. If I'm in a good mood and I get really excited, the longer I talk, it'll just go up, and
I'm fine with that.
You know,
I'm good with that.
I just get excited. I get too excited for my own good, and I apologize. Messengers delivering good news and bringing warnings so that people may have no excuse before God after the coming of the messengers. God is powerful and wise, but God bears witness to what he revealed to you. He revealed it with his knowledge, and the angels bear witness, though God is sufficient witness.
That says the angels bear witness, but I'm like scanning while you're reading, and I thought it said angel bears.
I'm on board.
I almost got so excited.
Yeah, but also it says God seeing you do things is sufficient, but he also apparently just makes angels stand around all day and watch people too. What else they got going on? Those who disbelieve and repel from God's path have gone far astray. Those who disbelieve and transgress, God is not about to forgive them, nor will he guide them to any path, except the path of hell, where they will dwell forever, and that is easy for God.
Okay, it's so easy to make the comparison, but I'm going to do it anyway. It reads like a Trump Twitter rant.
I know, we bring that up all the time. I'm not kidding, though.
I have angels, and they will bear witness, but also it's sufficient that I do it. It's extra.
And you know why? You know why? And I think we could break this down. I'm sure someone could explain this, like a linguistics person who...
It's the cadence of the sentences.
It's the cadence, and it's that it always ends with some, like, praising God. Like, but not even like just a God is great way. It's, let me read the end of that again. Except the path of hell, where they will dwell forever, which would have been a fine verse in and of itself to talk about, the burning forever and eternity that he makes people go through. But then it ends with, and that is easy for God. As if it matters the difficulty with which it takes for him to fucking burn people for eternity. Like, the fact that he is the ruler of the universe isn't enough. It also has to be easy for him to do things. That's what gets me, is that it's constant piling on of the bullshit. It's not just, we're gonna try and sneak some bullshit. It's, we're just gonna cram it in your fucking face. And if you don't like it, we don't care. Fuck you. It's just obnoxious. I don't know.
Make Arabia great again.
I know people, by the way, we bring up Trump a lot in the,
because
Quran.
it's so...
It's because, for one thing, yes, the writing is very similar to him, and it's funny in that way. But also, I mean, Trump and modern politics are pretty connected to Islam, so we kind of have to talk about it. So that's why. So don't bitch about it. It's relevant to modern discourse about the religion. Come on.
Actually, go ahead and bitch about it, because I thrive off of the people that say people are snowflakes.
Yeah, we don't make money on this channel anymore because it's so controversial. However, that also means I don't care what you guys think. So. No, I do. Thanks for watching, guys. I love you guys.
Except for you, Pepe Frog guy. Fuck you. It's cringy.
Oh, people, the messenger has come to you with the truth from your Lord, so believe. That is best for you. But if you disbelieve, to God belongs everything in the heavens and the earth. God is omniscient and wise. O people of the scripture, don't exaggerate in your religion, and do not say about God except the truth. By the way, in other translations, it doesn't say don't exaggerate about your religion. It says don't be fanatical in your religion. BT does.
Oh!
Just so you know.
I wonder why that got changed.
Do not say about God except the truth. The Messiah, Jesus, the Son of Mary, is the messenger of God and his word that he conveyed to Mary, and a spirit from him. So believe in God and his messengers, and do not say three. Refrain from it. It is better for you. God is only one God. Glory be to him that he should have a son. To him belongs everything, the heavens and the earth, and God is a sufficient protector. Again,
it's about the Trinity.
Yeah, nipping that Trinity in the bud again, trying to undo Christian canon, basically. If you missed previous episodes, I don't know why you would skip ahead, but if you did for some reason, they already covered Jesus. Not only was not the Son of God, he wasn't even actually crucified in Islam's canon. He was somehow... Allah pulled a switcheroo or something on the Romans, and they crucified the wrong guy or something.
What's that thing in Lucky Number 11?
I've never seen that movie.
Oh, good. Good reference, Jake. Nailed it. It's that thing in Lucky Number 11.
The Messiah does not disdain to be a servant of God, nor do the favored angels. Whoever disdains his worship and is too arrogant will be round up to himself altogether.
That means there's a reasonable amount of arrogance, though.
Yeah, just enough. Just be like, I'm not quite as good as God, but like, I'm like 95% there, right? But as for those who believe and do good works, he will pay them their wages in full, and will increase his grace for them. But as for those who disdain and are too proud, he will punish them with an agonizing punishment, and they will find for themselves apart from God no Lord and no Savior. O people, a proof has come to you from your Lord, and we sent down to you a clear light. As for those who believe in God and hold fast to him, he will admit them into mercy and grace from him, and will guide them to himself a straight path. Oh my God. How many times is the Quran just going to be them saying over and over, if you obey God, you go to heaven, if you don't, you go to hell? Because literally, I'm not kidding, so far, like... I feel like at least 40% of all the surahs we've read so far...
I was going to say 35, so it's probably close to
that,
yeah.
Is like them just repeating over and over again. Jews and Christians and non-believers go to hell. Muslims go to heaven. And then they'll sprinkle in some rules, and then they'll just repeat themselves. It's weird.
Islam is just Middle Eastern Baptists with bombs.
They ask you for a ruling, say, God gives you a ruling concerning the person who has neither parents nor children. If a man dies and leaves no children, and he has a sister, she receives but 1/2 of what he leaves, and he inherits from her if she leaves no children. But if there are 2 sisters, they receive 2/3 of what he leaves. If the siblings are men and women, the male receives the share of the 2 females. God makes things clear for you, lest you err. God is aware of everything. So real quick, let me just reiterate. That's the end, by the way. It ends on, like, again, where it began with sort of inheritance and how things should be divvied up between men and women and stuff, but it ends with it and it clarifies a little bit. So if you're a woman, you get half, right? But if there's 2 sisters, they each only get 2/3. So if you're a woman, you better hope you don't have a sister, because you're getting even more fucked up. You're getting even less. You're not even each getting half. You're both, like, where's the rest going?
But if you're a dude, you automatically get 2/3.
No, I thought it said if you're a dude, you get all of it. Hold on. Let me reread that real quick.
If they're sisters, you get the 2/3 that they would have gotten.
Oh, yeah.
If you're the son,
I'm starting to think Islam isn't very fair to women. Oh, God.
There's some hints. They're throwing subtle hints.
Yeah, next surah is going to be the 5th one. I'm going to try and not butcher this, but here goes the butchering. Al-Ma'idah. Imagine just anything a fucking Khajiit says from Skyrim.
Khajiit.
It's like that. And this one's called The Table. If I don't know, I haven't read this yet. I got to look it over, but I think it's about food and what you can and can't eat. I assume we'll get the what's halal and not halal in there, and I'm sure we'll have some good discussion about that next time.
Good times.
So, we are done with the women, though don't worry, there's more stuff about women sprinkled throughout. But you get the gist. More or less, they're not people. So,
you know what? Just keep wrapping your head in the American flag hijab, and just keep real trying to let people know that this is a really feminine, friendly religion. It's not working. All you gotta do is read it for a second.
You can always follow us on Twitter at Bible. You know what? Actually, now that you say that, considering Islam is such like a hot button topic, I bet less than 2% of Americans have ever held a Quran in their
guaranteed.
hand.
Yeah, it is bad, by the way. But so there's the far right people that we made fun of earlier that are fucking stupid. You're stupid. That are like, glass the Middle East. Well, that's stupid. But then there's the far left people who are like, you're also stupid, by the way. Don't be mean to them, because they're just like anybody else. It's pretty benign. You paying attention here? Because it's available. You could go to Barnes & Noble. Fuck that. You could go to a Books A Million and get one of these and read it. It takes seconds. They're cheap. There's Clear Quran on the internet for free. All you gotta do is read it. Be like, hey, how are women treated? Oh, there's a section called women. Oh, bad. It's bad.
So you can always follow us on Twitter at Bible Reloaded. You can always subscribe to this channel. Please do, because the content on this channel might go out a little slower for right now, because we're going to obviously prioritize the channels that, make sure we have food. But this will still continue to come out regularly. Don't worry, it's not going anywhere, even if...
Yeah.
Honestly,
every week or every other week, typically.
Yes, we will... The worst case scenarios will be every other week, but I don't ever want to go more than that without a video on here. So don't worry. Stuff will be coming out still. Just maybe we'll be prioritizing more Bible stuff, more unpop stuff.
Until ads should be... some of that ad stuff is actually being repaired. You might notice now there's corner ads up there, and there will be those uppy ads that you got to X out of in the middle of videos that just happened.
End of next month, I think those come back. But
so you'll notice that, and that should have an uptick, but I don't know that their filters are going to change much. So this will probably be taxed for a year or so.
Yeah,
before it really bounces.
You guys don't care about that.
But anyway. You do care about. I have a little baby Dr. Pepper.
Oh, also we should have T-shirts. We have T-shirts, by the way.
Yeah, Hugo and
which
Jake,
are
really
on
awesome.
sale now. They're just Hugo
Roll
and Jake.
For appraisal. Got an 18. They are $19.99. You know that because of your knowledge in the industry, and also I made the prices.
So if you want to help support this show or the Bible Reloaded or on Pop, but you don't necessarily, and you want clothing, but you don't want something that's obviously like us, you know, like rah, 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 Bible, bad Christian movies, you know, it's just us and Hugo and Jake. So check it out. And you can have 2 fat guys on your shirt.
We look a little touch skinnier there, though. Just a touch.
I always appreciate when the fan art's like
A little nice.
They're lying to us, but they're like really nice lies that make you feel good. Yeah. So thanks, guys.
You ever notice that this is the artist Grim Artworks, by the way, fantastic guy. You ever notice he makes us just a touch more handsome too?
Oh, definitely. Oh, he does a good job.
He gives us like a point.
He's making us look nice.
Can you hear that fucking dog?
No.
I hope it dies. End of episode.